Hello everyone and welcome to SEO Explains. On 14th May, Bhushan Ramakrishna Gavai made history when he took oath as the 52nd Chief Justice of India. He is the country's first Buddhist Chief Justice and the second Dalit Chief Justice. R.S. Gavai, his politician father, was one of the thousands of Dalits who converted to Buddhism alongside B.R. Ambedkar in 1956. Now, 7 decades on, the son of an Ambedkarite leader presides over the Republic's Supreme Court. His time in the office hints at a demanding tenure ahead. On his first day, the President invoked the advisory jurisdiction of the court under Article 143 to refer 14 questions concerning the powers of the Governor and the President around the assent to state bills. The reference follows stiff criticism by the members of the ruling party against the court's recent judgment prescribing timelines for granting assent. Now, CJI Gavai must constitute a constitution bench to hear the President's reference. There is a view that most of the referred questions have been answered in the judgment and that the President's reference is couched as an appeal that bypasses the review and the curative stages. Staying on this topic, a change in the Chief Justice often renews speculation around the listing of cases involving larger benches and substantial questions of law. During the 6-month tenure of CJI Sanjeev Khanna, however, only one constitution bench matter was heard and decided. This marked a sharp contrast with the tenure of CJI D.R. Chandrachud, during which 16 constitution bench matters were heard and decided over a period of 2 years. Before this, 17 matters were listed by CJI UU Lalit during his 2.5-month tenure. Whether CJI Gavai will refire these matters remains to be seen. Like his predecessors, CJI Gavai is also faced with a pendency problem. According to the National Judicial Data Grid, almost 82,000 cases were pending before the court at the start of this month. But it's a credit to CJI Khanna that the number has not ballooned to more alarming levels. He arrested the rising trend by pausing regular hearings and prioritizing the listing of miscellaneous matters. One of the enduring criticism of the seniority convention in appointing CJIs is the lack of policy, continuity, and institutional stability. Each new appointee can pivot the institution in a new direction. In an interaction with the media recently, CJI Gavai addressed pressing issues such as the court's public image, caste, and gender representation in the higher judiciary, and the criticism around the collegium system for judicial appointments. CJI Khanna's attempt to tackle these issues was seen in his final flourish before retirement, a data disclosure that included a list of all the Collegium High Court's judges' recommendations since November 2022. For the first time in the institution's history, the caste details of the recommended judges were made public in a consolidated manner. Previously, this information was disclosed on a discretionary basis in Collegium resolutions. It's unclear whether this transparency will continue under CJI Gavai or whether it was an isolated move triggered by the Justice Yashwant Verma controversy. That's the other developing story, by the way. To track in the Gavai tenure, Justice Verma. The last we know is that Justice Verma refused to accept CJI Khanna's offer to resign, after which the CJI recommended the executive to initiate impeachment proceedings. Reportedly, Justice Verma has been indicted on the basis of an investigation conducted by an in-house judicial committee set up by Chief Justice Khanna. There is a glowing clamor to make the committee's report public, although the court is nowhere obligated to do so. All this and more to watch out for when the court returns in July from its 7-week summer break. For now, in the last working week before the vacations, the court concluded hearings in the Waqf Law challenge. Petitioners have demanded a stay on the contentious provisions. The curtains are up for the Gavai interlude. Stay with us as we report its happenings. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you in the next one.